Hello Taurus, today I'm going to be doing a love reading for your sign. I'm going to pull some, it's just the basic general energies of what's going on within this love interest between you and your partner, or your crush, or your husband, or your fiance, or your person, I don't know, or your wife. So just the basic energies of it. It's very general, and it's not necessarily in relation to one partner or the other. It could be both, or it could be just one. You know what I mean? It might not be the person watching this. It could be about the person that you're interested in. So, looks like in the past there was something that came to the surface, like some sort of truth about your partner or about you or about your relationship. There was something that became very obvious that either it could have been a good thing or it was something that you guys needed to work on. It looks like it was something that was kind of like neither. Like it wasn't necessarily something, it was just something that like you realized or they realized about things, about each other. And the partner that you're dealing with could be a twin flame. Seems like this is a karmic situation that you're dealing with, like perhaps you both kind of trigger each other's emotional traumas occasionally, just because if you guys are twin flames, or this is a karmic situation, then there's a lot of lessons that you're learning in this relationship as you're going forward with it, and not just about like love or just about your partner, but also about yourself and how you react to things, and any healing that you might need from your previous life. So it looks like things were kind of stagnant, or like you weren't sure, you couldn't really see through to your future with this person. It looks like you did before, and like you saw what you could be together, but now it seems like something changed, something came to light, and with this you're just not really sure where you should go. It's just kind of blocked, like there's some blockages in maybe in how you're expressing yourselves to each other, or the way you're treating each other. It might not be as vibrant as you're used to it being, or the partner that you're dealing with might not be as affectionate as you're used to. So it looks like someone is feeling like they put a lot of work into this situation. They gave a lot of thought to this situation. They have committed themselves, at least in their heart, to this situation, and it seems like they're not receiving the same amount back as they were giving in, as they were putting in. So it looks like someone's at a point of not having that much hope about this situation. So they could still want to be with you, you could still want to be with them, but there's a kind of loss of just belief or faith that the situation will work out. Like, you might still love each other. It looks like you still love each other, and it looks like this is a very deep connection that you have with this person, but there's just a little bit of, I guess, stagnation, or just no fruits being bared. So someone is still very protective over the situation. Despite that, it's like they might feel like they put in a lot of work and they're not receiving a lot back, but they still are holding on to the situation very tightly. The person that you're dealing with could be a water sign or a fire sign, but it looks like they're watching over this situation, or they're looking at you a lot for a sense of freshness, almost. I don't know if that really makes sense, but like it looks like one person is looking at the other person in order to give them like motivation to go forward in maybe their career or other things. Like someone is depending on their partner for ideas or for just the basic energy that they need in life, which could be a very difficult situation to be in. And but at the same time, it's you know, it's this person whoever's looking at the other, it's still them doing everything that they want to be doing, but they're just like just saying it was their partner, if that makes sense. Like they're just saying that their partner is, I guess, their motivation. That's a great word for it. At the same time, there is someone in this situation who is holding back a secret. It could be you or your partner, but there is some kind of deceit. So maybe someone's going through this where they're having doubts about the reality of this love interest, about this situation, and maybe they're holding that back from the other person. Or there's just some sort of general secret that, wow, there's a lot of secrets. Something came in life. I have another secret here that needs to be revealed. Looks like maybe that's why things aren't working out the way they should, or like someone is so dependent on the other because there's some sort of secret. It could be a secret of self, you know. It could just be that like someone's not really aware of how they're behaving, and like on a deeper level they know, but they're not letting it come to the surface. They're not letting themselves believe that their actions are actually what their intentions were, you know, like they're not fully in alignment with themselves and with what they're doing. At the same time, there's some secret. And it looks like there's potential for you to either meet someone new, or for this situation to continue, for this love interest to continue. It could be someone who has been watching for a while, and really maybe the secret is that they want to reach out to you, that they want a beginning with you, but there is some sort of potential for a new beginning. This card is just all entirely potential. So could be potential for a new beginning, potential for a leap of faith, potential for this secret to kind of be worked out. Whatever is happening emotionally between you two, there's definitely some sort of potential for it to work out. It just looks like someone is kind of waiting on something, and someone is definitely watching. I don't know if it's for some reason I get this feeling that it's like for creative inspiration or something, like someone is using the other as a muse, or it could just be for motivation to work, but like someone is super almost obsessive about the other person in like an infatuation way, and where they're watching them and making decisions about their own life based off of what they're watching this other person do. Which is a little difficult from my perspective. I think that'd be difficult, but if you're the one being watched, I mean, that's pretty cool. Someone really admires you. And it looks like someone's super creative in this situation. But there is sort of, you could be dealing with an air sign also. There is sort of a need for passion from one or the other, from you or the other person. And it looks like whoever you're dealing with is very smart, but there is a strong shadow side to them, to where they use their mind a lot or try to sort through things intellectually, even in their love interests or love relationships. They're still trying to like strategically go about things instead of just expressing themselves and responding to their partner. It's like they're using this, like, trying to, almost games, but like it's like their only way of knowing how to deal with or process things that are emotional. Also, there's someone who is kind of, someone super protective over the other person, over this relationship, over being with their partner. And they might not be expressing it. It doesn't look like they're expressing it that much, but it's just like someone has completely consumed the mind of the other. And even with that, this person feels like they can't get enough of the other person, like regardless of if the other person is responding to them, giving them attention back, they're still just in a need for more, like super addicted to this situation, hopefully in a way that isn't toxic. But someone is super dependent on the other for, like I said, energy, ideas, or like needs them to make decisions for them, to help them make decisions, to help them move forward in life. They really need their advice. But at the same time, they admire them a lot. It's definitely not an insult for someone to feel that way about you. So thank you, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope you enjoy your day.